praises. All praise to the Most High. So, hey, we're gonna jump right into it. Today's righteous rant. You know, I've been looking into psychology, especially the study of the mind. Right? How does the mind work? Right? And one form of psychology that I noticed is something that actors do. It's called method acting. You ever heard that before? What about you? You heard that before? Zariah, you heard that?
I've heard the term before.
Me and Obadiah was talking about it earlier.
Right.
So method acting is basically when you become totally consumed with the character that you're playing. So if I'm playing a certain character, I have to make myself that character. If that character's a lawyer, I study law, so I can sound like a lawyer. I study other great lawyers in the courtroom. I study tapes of them, how they speak. Remember, Denzel Washington said he had to channel the spirit of Malcolm X to play that part.
Right.
And he played that part perfectly.
Great job.
There's nobody else that can play that part like
Right,
that. You know what I mean? And you ask yourself, well, how in the hell did he get his mind to do that? You understand? To form it like that. So that's what we want to talk about. It's a form of psychology. It's called method acting. Now, do me a favor, brothers. Pull up the article of Will Smith. There's an article of Will Smith that I had. Yes, this right here. So y'all all know who Will Smith is. Will Smith is a great actor. Has been a great actor for a very long time. Brother, extra talented. Some of us watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air growing up. Some of us watched all of his movies. Excellent actor, right?
Right.
But he talked about something that happened called method acting, right? When he first started in his very first film, right? So let's pull up that article. And Officer Zariah, could you read the title for us?
Yes, sir. Will Smith says he fell in love with co-star Stockard Channing during his first marriage.
So notice what it says. It says Will Smith says he fell in love with his co-star Stockard Channing, which is an Edomite, during his first marriage. So he was married, and he played a role in a movie in which this woman was his co-star, an Edomite. And he said he fell in love with her. Now let's see why. Let's go down. Let's read it. Read the article.
Will Smith opened up about how he fell in love with his 6 Degrees of Separation co-star Stockard Channing during his first marriage in his upcoming memoir, Will. Smith's first memoir is set to release on November 9th. In it, he writes about his career and personal life, including his first marriage to actress Cherie Zampino from 1992 to 1995. In an exclusive excerpt of his memoir obtained by People, Smith recounts his first few months of marriage and how his method acting for the 1993 drama 6 Degrees of Separation got in the way of that relationship. Cherie and I were in the first few months of our marriage with a brand new baby, and for Cherie, I can imagine that this experience was unsettling to say the least, Smith said. She married a guy named Will Smith, and now she was living with a guy named Paul Portier.
Wait a minute. You heard this, right?
Right, right.
He said, this got to be traumatic for my wife because she married me, but she's living with a man named Paul Portier. Paul Portier was the character that he played in that particular movie. So he had become that character. Right. There's some heavy stuff right here.
Let me ask you a question about that. Now, that 6 Degrees of Separation, wasn't that the movie that he was with a man in the bed?
I believe so. That was his first movie. I think that's the one, but I'm not sure.
Right.
I'm not sure. I never seen the movie.
Okay.
My wife had mentioned something to me about method acting one day.
Right.
And I was like, what is that? And then I went and did some research, and I just so happened to see the article where Will Smith said that he fell in love with this Edomite woman because of it. But that may be the one. Because I know his first movie, he was in a bed with a Edomite, with a man.
It was a method going on.
Right, it was a method. Damn. That was the method, huh? They was sodomizing the brother. Damn. I wouldn't put it past his wife entangling and stuff now here. Damn.
Oh my God.
Hey, damn. Go back to it.
And to make matters worse, during shooting, I fell in love with Stockard Channing.
Go ahead. Go down. That's him right there. That's the movie right there. That's him right there. So I don't know if that's the movie that he played that in, but he looked fruity. Go ahead. Damn.
In the 1993 drama, Smith plays Paul Portier, a mysterious young man who stumbles into the life of 2 privileged art dealers, played by Donald Sutherland and Stockard Channing. In an interview with Esquire in 2015, Smith first talked about how he fell in love with Channing. With 6 Degrees of Separation, I got a taste early of the dangers of going too far for a character.
So you hear that? So this was just, with this particular movie, it says he got a taste of early of the dangers of going too far for a character. Go ahead.
My character was in love with Stockard Channing's character, and I actually fell in love with Stockard Channing.
Go ahead.
He continued. So the movie was over, and I went home, and I was dying to see Stockard.
You see that? He was dying to see this pancake, right? This pasty pancake. Okay, go ahead.
I was like, oh no, what have I done? That was my last experience with method acting, where you're reprogramming your mind.
You hear this? You're reprogramming your mind. Go ahead.
You're actually playing around with your psychology. You teach yourself to like things and to dislike things. It is a really dangerous place when you get good at it.
Now, Stockard Channing was much, much older than him. She's an older Edomite. Right. Somebody says she's 76 years old now. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, my God.
So she was much older than him if he was in his late teens, early 20s at the time of the movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that psychology, that stuff right there, that's a demon right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Try to get that far into character, because you know some brothers will justify their wives kissing other men and they'll say, well, she's an actress. Right? Like Carmelo Anthony. Right. His wife played in Power. She kissing on the white boy Tommy. I was like, man, oh hell no. We got enough money.
What the hell is this?
Don't we got enough money?
Right.
Got enough. Right.
He done made $100 million like twice. Why your wife got to be an actress? Tell her sit her ass down. Sit your ass down. You don't need no money, sister. I want to be an actress. Okay, act for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get in the role right now in the bedroom. What the hell wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? But then show you right there, that stuff is very, very dangerous. Yes. Right? Give me that in Proverbs 23:7.
And he couldn't have learned from it, Cap, because he got better and better over the years.
Oh, Lord. He sure did.
That was his first gig. And he's gotten way better since that time.
And I Am Legend, I thought the world coming to an end. When I watched that movie, I was like, oh man, it's about to be over.
It's over with.
The way he was able to, play that part, it felt like it was the end of the world. You know, another movie, Bad Boys.
Right.
Like you felt like him. You know, so you wanted to be like Mike. You know what I'm saying? He got the women, he got the cars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but he got these brothers get deep into character. That's a very, very dangerous thing, right? And that's why the Bible says this. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 7.
Uh-huh.
For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
So it said, as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. You get deeper and deeper into these roles, and you start to behave as the people that you're actually portraying, right? But it's only a movie. But how do you shut that off when you get that deep into it? When you know the movie has to be great, it's got to be this has to make what they call it? Blockbuster, right? Box office. It's got to be box office. The camera's still going in and out, brothers. Could you fix that? It has to be an excellent display, because from what I've learned, at the beginning of movies, they go ahead and pay the actors, or they sign a contract to reach a certain salary. So within the budget, they have like, okay, say you the lead role and you the co-star. The co-star. Mm-hmm. You may make 1.5 and you may make 3, right? But that's it. The movie may sell for 300-400 million, maybe even $1 billion over the years, but you still got your 3. That's what you signed for.
That's it. Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's some demonic stuff too. A lot of these actors don't get royalties off of these particular things, like some entertainer singers, artists in that nature. So the Bible telling you get too deep into these characters, you become these people. And that's the evil thing. You lose yourself in this. Esau knows this. He's deep with his psychology. His what they call it, psychnosis, or whatever they call it, where they hypnosis. When they hypnotize you. Right. That's hypnosis right there. To make you think that you're somebody that you're not.
Wow.
Right? And it can cause you to sin. You know what I mean? It can cause you to get deep into sin. Because say the person is a homosexual. Say the person is in love with an Edomite woman, like in this particular case. That's sin according to the Bible. To be in love with somebody of another nation, or that be with somebody of another nation.
Right.
Now it got him going against God's laws. You get that for me in Bewitching of Naughtiness, doth obscure things that are honest. I got you. Because you got people that'll say that like, man, look, I'm an actor. Okay, I'm an actress. Okay, cool. What parts do you play? And most of the parts they play are what? Wicked parts. Right. Because if you watch movies, especially early on, like in the early when black people would start, like we had Stephen Fetchit.
Right.
You had all of these different mainstream actors that came along. Sidney Poitier. You had actors that started to kind of open the doors for other actors, for like the Denzel and the Will Smith and stuff today. But what they had to do to open those doors, they had to play coons.
Right.
They had to play maids. They had to play slaves. They had to come outside themselves and debase themselves just to open the door. Right. And now black women are whores in these movies. Black men are sodomites in these movies. Look at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry could never do what he does today by playing a woman and it be accepted if somebody hadn't opened that door, like
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence. Mm-hmm. Who else? Jamie Foxx.
Damian Wayne played some.
Right.
Played some of them acts. Beverly Hills Cops. He was sodomite.
Sure did.
So in essence, when you have like somebody like Tyler Perry playing a woman, when he goes home, he's not Tyler Perry anymore. He's actually Madea.
Right.
Wow.
I was in the barbershop the other day and they had that crap on, and the dude sitting next to me that was cutting somebody's hair, he was like, man, that's why I love Madea, man. She be telling it like it is.
It's a she.
And I'm like, that's that hypnosis.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's a man, bro.
Right.
That's a man who has watched black women and has can portray himself as a black woman, because black women got that strong, influence on the black community. Our grandmamas, because the Madea, you know what a Madea is.
Everybody got Madeas, right?
What does that mean?
That's the matriarch of that family.
There you go. Mm-hmm. That's the leader of the family.
Right.
The Madea. Remember on Soul Food, she wasn't married.
Right.
Big Mama. Big Mama sit at the front of the table.
Right.
Everybody go crowd around Big Mama at the hospital because her damn legs getting cut off because she been eating she been eating
ham hocks
and chitlins her whole life,
right.
and now her blood won't circulate to her legs, so she can't use them no more. But everybody crowding around Big Mama. What Big Daddy? Right. What Grandpa at?
Right.
He never there.
Right.
They ran him off.
Big Mama ran him off.
She was,
Pop was a Rolling Stone. He had to get out of there.
You know, and it's crazy that matriarchal society, that's usually in elephants. But now we doing it in our society, in the black community, we have women running over us.
In some cases, that's how it is in the dog world.
Right.
Where the woman dog is more aggressive. Have you seen that before? Because you had dog before.
Well, yeah. After the dog breeds and has puppies, she does become more aggressive over the dogs, because the male dogs are kill any weak puppies. That's he'll go ahead and kill them all.
Right.
Damn.
So she got to be more aggressive to protect the cubs.
Right. And some of these dogs, they get in heat and they jump that damn fence. They in your backyard. What the hell going on? Uh-oh. You come in there, next thing you know, your dog pregnant. Damn. And he leave. Damn. We living like animals. Give me that real quick, Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 12. For the bewitching of naughtiness doth obscure things that are honest.
So the bewitching of naughtiness, we've been tricked. We've been bamboozled, brothers and sisters, by thinking that if we are acting, it's okay to sin. That's what the bewitching of naughtiness does. You're bewitched by the sin because you get money from it. You get endorsements. You get fame. You get fortune. But in essence, we never think about the trade-off. We see athletes make a lot of money, but we don't think about the trade-off. This dude got to train every day. He can't take no days off. He got to train every day to be better than the next man. And there's incentives in their contracts where they have to reach certain goals. Same way with in acting. There's incentives in your contract. Same thing if you're a CEO or if you are a COO of a company. Your company has to hit certain goals for whoever that owns the company, right, to give you certain bonuses.
Right.
So when we talk about the money, we don't see the trade-off, right? And that's that bewitching of naughtiness, right? Go ahead.
I just want to say another thing with the sports. If you ain't dancing to the coach's tune, like you said about those incentives, you may have a certain incentive. If you get 1,000 yards, you get 100,000, 300,000.
Right.
But if you ain't dancing to the tune of that coach, how he want you to play or what they want you to do or act in public, get what they do. They'll take you out the game and won't allow you to get that 1,000 yards or 1,000 carries to get that extra money.
I saw that. I saw a thing about it the other day where a brother I played ball with in college, he played in the NBA now. His name's Buddy Hield. He's from the Bahamas. And that happened with him. He was very close to hitting his 3-point percentage for the year. All he needed was to make 2 more threes. And it was the end of the season, and if he made them, he was gonna get an extra maybe $400,000 or $500,000 on his contract. That's a freaking
lot of money.
That's life changing money.
Right.
So the coach pulled him out the game with 3 quarters left, 2 quarters left. Didn't play him the rest of the game. You understand? Right. So that the owner said do that so they wouldn't have to pay the money.
Wow.
Damn.
That's the evil behind that. So finish that script out.
And the wandering of concupiscence doth undermine the simple mind.
And the wandering of concupiscence doth undermine the simple mind. The way the world has projected black people or have put black people out there in the media is like, okay, well, I got to fall in line with the quote-unquote culture to make a certain amount of money to take care of myself,
right?
To live a certain lifestyle. That's that bewitching. So these people do things like what your boy Will Smith did. They'll get themselves so far into character so that they can be seen or portrayed as if they actually are that person,
right?
So it can be best for the movie. They take their little money and they go. Right? And that's what the Bible says, bewitching of naughtiness. This brain, this mind that we got, that's our spirit. The spirit is in your brain, right? That's why the scripture said be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Right.
So they take your spirit of your mind, they say you're not black. You're playing a middle-aged white man with a mustache. You understand? We're going to put the makeup on you. We're going to make you look like, you know what I'm saying? And you say, okay, I'm a middle-aged white man. I got to think like white people. You understand? It's a destructive, evil thing, brothers and sisters.
Now, you mentioned that, and it reminded me of a movie. I think Chris Rock was in it, where he died, and then he came back as a rich white man. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I seen that.
Right.
And,
I seen that.
you know, they had a scene with him. It was a funny comedy movie.
Right,
but
right.
what you speaking of, you know what I'm saying? That's how people think.
Right.
They think that they want to be our oppressor so bad they'll get in the mind frame of him.
Of the
You
oppressor.
see what I'm saying? Of the
Right.
oppressor.
100%. So all praise to
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.